Hey, 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 this is your recap Auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Just in case you're new here, welcome. Welcome so much. I see it. I'm growing. I feel like I'm going to be at 1,400 subscribers before the end of the year. So, wow. I would love to be at 2,000 at least by my birthday. My birthday's not until May, but I feel like I might meet that by May 3rd. So, anyway, thank y'all. So for those of you who are new and you look at the other videos, I do this series called the Front Porch Talk where I highlight your comments. Nope, I just don't pick which ones I want to read. I read everybody's comments. I sure do. Even if I don't have my glasses on and read it wrong as hell, I read your comment and I comment to it because I want you to know that if you're taking the time to write your words on my channel, that I acknowledge it and that I read it and that I respond. So I do this because I love you and I appreciate you as being a person who found something in my channel that you decided to come over here and not just subscribe. But if you're a commenter, you might not subscribe. That's cool too. But I still want you to subscribe. Put the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really, really appreciative that you chose to come by here and share your time with me. So I created this area, called the front porch, where as you can see, we're sitting on the front porch of Beyond the Gates, which is my favorite show. And you guys, y'all be talking to, and we just talk about the characters and give our predictions and what we think and how we can relate to real life issues and stuff like that. And we have a good time. So, sometimes, most times I agree with everybody. A lot of times I do. But then there's sometimes I get shit wrong and y'all let me know and I still love you. You know what I'm saying? And there's sometimes, very rarely, that I might disagree. Might. But I think that your opinion still matters because your words over here do matter. Y'all are, if you're old rascal, you already know. So we call ourselves the recap rascals over here. No, ain't no, we're not the little rascals. We big over here, baby. We are big. So that gave you a little bit of an intro of who we are, why I created this series, and what we do. So again, welcome. So let's go ahead and get started with the comments. I'm starting from the last front porch. And we have Miss Crystal Waters. Hey, Crystal. Crystal says, everyone was appalled that Ted had Martin with him at the restaurant where Leslie worked. But Ted said that Nicole wasn't paying him no mind to him. So maybe she wasn't paying attention to her son either. Ooh, she probably was depressed, lying around, and not cooking. Probably Ted was watching after his kid like he should have. I'm sure he was having sexy Leslie when Martin wasn't with him. But hey, the boy did have to eat. You know what, Crystal? I agree. He was being a good father. So I can see what you mean. I mean, he had the boy with him. So yeah, I really Crystal always comes up here crystal clear, and I really love how she just breaks things down. So I appreciate you. Crystal also says, I read that Ted was always supposed to be played by Keith. Oh, okay. He was just not available when they started shooting, and Maurice played the part until he was. Ah, also, I read that the actor playing Doug had real life health problems, and that's why he was written off. But who really knows what's true? That's true. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, if they needed a Ted, they needed somebody quick to fill in the space before Keith arrived. I get that. I get that. Maybe they just needed it. I just thought it was weird though. I mean, maybe they had a contract agreement with Keith. Um, and he needed to come anyway, no matter what. And I hope that Doug is fine because I haven't seen him on anything. He hasn't been on shit. So I hope that he's fine. Hopefully, when or if he gets back healthy again, they'll bring him back in a surprise because they had a body. Well, they had the funeral, but did they ever say they found a body? I don't know. But thank you, Crystal. We have Everyday People, 6296. Hey, Everyday People. Hey, my love. Says, I saw a rerun on Monday, November the 10th. Does anybody know what happened? Yeah, that's on November the 10th, they showed a rerun of when Danny and Andre had went to the went to the Vegas, girl. Went to Vegas and got married. I don't know why they did that. Sometimes they said at one point that they record so many of the shows in a lump, and so they want to make sure that all the shows are spaced out, so that when the holiday season comes, those shows won't be showing in like October, no, well, August, because they do a lot of their shooting in advance, which a lot of that stuff I don't believe, but I believe most of it. I believe most of the episodes are recorded in advance, so they want to make sure they spread it out. So there was like one week a couple of months ago they didn't show any of the show at all, and then we kind of complained about the fact that the other soap operas were on. Well, we got to remember that Bold and the Beautiful, all these other shows have been on for 30 years, so they have plenty of material out there. Beyond the Gates just started in February, so they didn't know how this show was going to be received. So they have to take some hiatuses to make sure that the episodes are stretched out, so it can fall when it how it needs to fall. So yeah, yeah, it's weird though, but that's what I understand it to be. I don't know it no more different than that. So yeah, but thanks, my love. We have Linda Washington, 3972. She says sometimes the counselors don't help. My daughter's counselor forgot to tell her about a class she needed, and she ended up going back for a semester. Yeah, I think I mentioned back then that you need to talk to your counselors at the school sometimes to find out if your credits are matched enough so you can graduate on time. And I think I mentioned about my son going through that. He had to go to school an extra year because he didn't check with his he didn't compare his major credits to his minor credits, his regular school classes. So he found out that he didn't take enough credits for his major, so he had to go to school an extra year. So, but my baby crossing the stage in May, so I ain't worried about it. Better late than never. And I had to do the same. Wasn't paying attention to my, they call it W courses back in the 90s, which means you had to take a certain amount of written credit classes, like you have to write. Back then we had to write, baby. And if it didn't have a W beside it, you had to take a certain amount of credits. Well, I get there at the end thinking I'm going to graduate, had to go to school an extra semester. Same thing with my daughter, didn't have enough major credits to graduate. She walked the stage, but she took some summer classes and stuff. She didn't get her degree until like that December because she had to take some more classes, but she had enough credits to walk. Something like that. But yeah, that happens sometimes. And like you said, Linda, you do have to make sure that the counselors know what they're doing because sometimes they just pull somebody off the street like Isaiah and just tell and they don't know what the fuck they doing. But thank you, girl. We have Miss Carolyn McWilson. Hey, Miss Carolyn, she says every last one of them couches will be discarded because Febreze won't help. Right. Y'all hear a lot of rustling in the background. I'm in bed. Normally I'd be sitting at my desk on my computer, my desktop, doing the front porch. But the first part of this was because I know how to access my little AI auntie on that computer. But today I just want to lay in bed, get this done because I have another busy day. I had a busy weekend. But yeah, girl, Febreze ain't gonna help that, honey. They need to get rid of all of that shit. We got Mr. Michael Parnes. Hey, Michael. Hey, Michael. He says, as far as the talented cast of BTG is concerned, in the everyone in the cast can't be a main character. You got your lead players, your supporting players, and your day players. Put them all together, and you've got yourself a soap opera. Pretty sure as BTG moves forward, we'll start seeing more characters interchanging on the opening bump. Yeah, I was saying that they should add like Mona, Jan, and Laura in the beginning credits. I mentioned that. I was like, Michael, I mean, I'm an actress, honey. I know what it means. Michael, been acting for 15 years. I know what a supporting and the lead is. That's he's in his 70s, baby. When I tell you Michael gonna come here and give us the historical context, him and James. I don't think James in his 70s yet, but Michael just turned 70, I think, in October. So he's gonna definitely break it down. Like as far as this is concerned, y'all young asses don't know shit. Thank you, Mr. Parms. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. We got my girl Cynthia Junkins. Hey, Cyn, she says it's cold here too in Houston. Indoor exercise for me today. Yeah, so in Houston, yeah, last week it snowed here in the Carolinas. So I thought it was weird. So I mentioned how cold it was. I want y'all to stay warm because this head down bipolar weather, be getting you. You be waking up one day and the cold, next day damn be hot. So y'all keep yourself protected. If y'all be going out and stuff, keep yourself protected. Oh, I meant to tell y'all. I might mention it on my next episode because I think I mentioned it more there. But I told y'all that I was gonna try to make the health summit at the church on Saturday because I'm recording this is today's Sunday. I looked at it on virtually because I wasn't gonna drive all the way over there and he wasn't there, right? So I looked at it virtually, and his face never showed up on the list of panelists, host or anything. So my guess is that he didn't show up. Everybody else whose face appeared on there was there. I'm going to wait until they upload it on the channel. If you're interested in joining or learning more about that organization, it's called Black Health Matters, and they're really out there to educate and make sure that the community, especially the Black community and people of color, are informed about their health. So there's articles, they do different seminars and things around the country. So if they ever come to your town, you can go ahead and support it. It looked like it was a really dope event. I wish I would have been able to go, but again, I'm on a board here, so I had a board meeting, and that was really good. I'm glad I went to the board because I needed to be there. And I had a play to go to last night. Whew, Auntie be running, y'all. I be running. So yeah, I was gonna go, but I was gonna wait until I saw him appear on the computer. But the times that I saw it, he wasn't there. I'm sure that if he was there, they would have done an interview with him afterwards. Because my good friend, she's a radio DJ here. I saw her there being there, and I didn't even go by there because I would have loved to hug her, but didn't get a chance to go, honey. Didn't get a chance to go. So, but yeah, I mean, I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, look, boo, maybe it's meant for me to meet his ass on set, when I'm when my ass be down there, you know what I'm saying? So shit, you never know. You never know. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to see him because I don't think he showed up. I don't think he was there. So we have James, our resident gentleman. Hey James. James says, it ain't sugar smacks anymore. It's honey smacks. It ain't sugar pops anymore. It's corn pops. Amazingly, sugar babes and frosted flakes still exist. Are hula hoops still around? And if hula hoops are still around, how many boomers still have the hula hoops to work that hula hip with? Yeah, I don't know, but I think I mentioned. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the recap of 169 when Haley first met damn Isaiah. She was gonna eat his ass up. So that's what I'm reading right now. So I think I mentioned about how many boomers and Xers are here and stuff like that. So that's the reason why he mentioned it. I tried honey smack, no sugar smacks. So they've been changing it. Sugar pops, yeah, I remember all of those names. Frosted flakes, hula hoops. I've seen people do the hula hoops now, but they're weighted hoops, and they use those to lose weight. And you go on TikTok, and that's all you can see. You see a bunch of women doing the weighted hoops. I tried that shit one time. I had to get my brain back to how I did it, and when I finally did it, I'm knocking shit over. Because I don't have a tiny house, but my house is, it's a starter home. So back then, that's when, when you couples were first married, they get the first home, and then they move into something else. So now there's just me here. I'm going to start redecorating probably next year. Getting rid of a lot of shit, like all my daughter's art pieces I won't get rid of because she sculpted a lot of we call them goddess sculptures. There are different goddess sculptures that are reminiscent of African American women. So I have all of her sculptures here, and I'm not getting rid of those. So I'm gonna maybe have to put them like in a casing so they can be really highlighted. So, but yeah, I need to do that. But I started knocking shit over because the hoop is so big. But you can snap it according to the size that you want. But yeah, I've seen those, but I haven't seen hula hoops in a while. But James, you're a mess. We have Jamie Gibbons one. Hey Jamie Gibbons. Hey my love. I don't think I ever remember seeing your words before, so thank you so much, my love, for coming by. Welcome to my channel, my love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And she says she loves my channel. Thank you, my girl. Thank you so much. I'm all right. I mean, but thank you, boo. Thank you. We have our girl Jasmine Williams. Hey Jasmine. She says, honey, Eva tried to stop Leslie. She threw herself on the sword constantly. I remember when Kat was training her to do her for her old job, and Eva commented that it was nice for her being nice. Kat said, don't get used to it, bitch. Then she sabotaged that inspection. I remember Eva did not throw her under the bus. Eva tried. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, Jasmine. All right. So James responded, says, Kat has focused all of her considerable pain and anger onto Eva. And I agree with that. I agree. I just feel like I feel like Kat gives a lot of her energy when she doesn't have to. Eva's over there living her life, and I think that Kat will spend too much time focusing on one thing. Like, Tomas's injury, Eva just being Eva, and then at one point she was saying same way about Leslie. She really was. So James says, Eva has apologized to Kat. Eva has tried to reach out to Kat. Eva's unwavering support for that low down Leslie is a Mount Everest sized stumbling block, preventing Kat from even thinking of accepting Eva as her sister. And now Eva growing frustrated by Kat's impenetrable and unmovable rage. She's resorting to the Leslie lessons learned. That's a tongue twister. During her unforgettable little girl years. Kat won't be able to sustain her tremendous anger for much longer. Kat is going to break eventually, and when she does, Eva should approach Kat from a subservient and conciliatory posture. Wait for Kat to embrace her and bring her up to the equal stature as her sister. I agree. They're gonna break. I mean, it's inevitable, and they're gonna be really tight. And they need each other. They do. They definitely need each other. Um, I understand the half sister because I have a half sister and I love her so much. She reminds me so much of my father, and I adore her. I adore her so much. And so I asked what the boomers were, the boomers or the Xers. So we got Jasmine. Girl, you a boomer? Jasmine, you a boomer? I don't know why I thought you was younger than me or my age. James says boom shakalaka, so he's a boomer. I didn't know you were a boomer, girl. You look great. You look so amazing, girl. We have Coffee and Sweet Sleeper. Hey, Coffee and Sweet Sleeper, girl. She says, I'm in my 30s and I knew not to play with my mama at all, okay? I mean, you better not. Jasmine says, I was convinced my mother was a mind reader with them eyes back in the back of her head. Girl, weren't they something back in the day? I swear, I feel like they knew every damn thing. I told my son that. I said, look, it's early in the morning. This frog trying to jump in my throat. Get away from me. Say, look, get behind the minion frog. When I tell you I was so pissed at that damn Leslie. I'll talk about that when we get to that episode. So disappointed. Jasmine says, Eva from the shy kitty cat better keep that in mind. That was now I ain't gonna lie. Eva should have stood up to her. I'm glad she did. Chelsea even agreed, so I was happy that Eva stood up to her. She always does, but she had to remind that bitch. I mean, Cat can't be a bitch, so she had to remind that bitch who she was. Jasmine also says, did anybody catch the way that Maggot Mosquito wanted Caroline to fetch her some tea? Yeah, I saw that shit. She became to help real quick. Caroline better buy a clue. Yeah, I mean, and Caroline wasn't no fool either when she saw how that bitch was eyeing Isaiah too. We have Elizabeth Lassiter. Hey Elizabeth, one of our members. She says, I don't get why Eva came to Kat's place to confront her. Like, for what? Ted already let her know that he gave her permission for Eva to call him dad, and it was on Ted to address Kat and hash out her feelings around together. Eva, once again, being just as messy as her mama, and it's so unwarranted. I agree. Kat got rights to be pissed with Tomas for constantly defending Eva when it wasn't that long ago he slept with Eva. Cat need to drop to Tomas like a bad habit, right? Now that I'm seeing that damn Isaiah's community property, who wants Isaiah? But Isaiah likes Eva though. He does. I don't think he would even give Cat the time of day because I think he looks at Cat as like being a cousin. He ain't paying no attention to her. And now you got Haley in the mix. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on? We have Teacher Jazz. Hey, Teach Jazz says, how did Cat provoke Eva when Eva walked into the house and called her a bitch? Just be quiet, Tomas. Right. Exactly. We got Teacher Jazz. She says she's a boomer too. You a boomer? Girl, y'all be booming. I love it. Well, like they said, I do have most of my people here are 65 and up. I'm not saying you 65, but I'm a let me make sure if I'm a Xer. I think I am though. Yeah, I'm a Gen Xer because you have to be born from 1965 to 1980. So yeah, I'm an Xer. Hmm. All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see who else we have. Let me scroll down. We have Miss Welder. She says, if I were to talk to my mama like that, honey, I would have no teeth. And she had a look that would send chills down your spine, honey. My sister and brother and I and the neighbors' kids would not be here. Girl, that's how it was back in the day. You could beat your child. Now, I mean, it took one beating, but that look was even more worse, honey. We have James. But thank you, Miss Welder. I appreciate you, my love. Um, let's see. We have James. He says, watching June grow in confidence, in grace, and in wisdom makes me reflect again on what the writers threw away. What could have been a beautiful story of Dr. Doug and June finding each other, finding redemption through one another, finding love with each other. Hearing her sweet words as she guides Samantha through her rough patch and gently encouraging Tyrell to approach Jessica and rekindle their friendship takes me back to when June was lying in that hospital bed after Dr. Doug had supervised her heart surgery, and she told Naomi and Jacob that she owed her heart to Dr. Dougie. Vanasti threw him away, but June could have lifted him up, restored Dr. Doug's manhood, and have his will to live. In turn, Dr. Doug would have seen June as the woman worthy of his love and embraced her. Instead, we're left with an over the hill gangster and his over the hill mole as the BTG super couple. What a waste. Yeah. Yeah, I hate that they killed Doug off, but that's what they do. We have Miss Welder. She says she's an Xer. Okay, hey, Miss Welder. She was born in 69. Great year, honey. Great year. 71 in the house, 69 in the house. We have Miss Glenda Watkins. Hey, Glenda, how are you, my love? So happy that you are here. So happy that you are here. She says, hey, Auntie, this show was phenomenal. I'm not going to lie, I enjoyed how Eva went off on Kat, mainly because it was really getting old how Kat constantly degrades Eva. Don't get me wrong, Eva kind of pisses me off at times as well. Kat truly feels that Eva is beneath her and her shit don't stink right. I can get with Kat when she tries to warn everyone about Leslie, but the way she spews her hate and disgrace towards people that feels that way are beneath her. Um, I just can't get with. Yeah, I can't get with it either. Kat's hatred towards Eva is really bringing out the worst in her. Like Chelsea says, she's turning into Leslie, and she owned that shit too. She's like, well, maybe I am. I'm like, girl. I mean, yeah, I agree. We have James. He says, "Rascals." I liked Glenda's post, but when I did, I had to say, "Ouch, sis. Don't be so mean." She had it right though. She had it right, James. He also says, aside from Eva and Leslie, who else we seen Kat be mean to? We've seen how much Kat loves Laura and Mona. They're both employees of her family. Kat doesn't put either of them down. Kat lifts them up. By all counts, Ted's and Carlton's office staff thought Kat was the best. Had Eva come into Nicole's office as Laura's temporary replacement in the up and up, Kat probably would have treated Eva like the sister they eventually discover they are. But Eva came in with the stink of deceit all over her, and Kat clocked that funk. You better say that, James. Eva has apologized to Kat more than once for the part she played in destroying her parents' marriage. But Kat ain't hearing that shit. She needs to let her anger run its course. I predict Eva and Kat will come together sooner than later, and when they do, it will intensely be emotional. Have your tissues and your royal crown ready. Your crown royal handy. I will, honey. You be predicting stuff. You predicted that Dougie was gonna be gone before first you said you kept pushing it. You said Christmas, then you said Turkey Day, then you said Halloween. So you predicted that right, James. You predicted that correct. We have Miss S. Parker 7768. Hey, Miss S. Parker. She says, I agree with your point of view, James. In this situation, my foot will stay on Eva's neck. She has yet to show that she's not a gutter snipe, always taking two steps backwards. Yeah, I agree. James says, I totally agree with you, S. Parker. Eva needs to listen to her better angels in her on her right ear But there's Leslie with her bullshit bullhorn, drowning out those angels by yelling bad business into Eva's left ear. Both Eva and Kat will need to make concessions with each other that will leave them both broken down. Kat will need to concede that she was wrong to hold such hostility against Eva and agree to accept her as a sister in return. Eva will need to concede with her mother is nothing but trouble and distance herself from Leslie. Because Leslie will definitely think that Eva is choosing sides when she chooses to be close to Kat. She's gonna really, really think that she's betraying her. You know how extra Leslie's ass is. We have Jasmine Williams 5565. She says, hit the thumbs up even if you watch later. Thank you, Jazzy. I appreciate you, girl. She also says, Auntie Rascals, don't knock on the gates begging to come in. We use our gate code. They swing open, we'll stroll right in. Just saying, girl. You know, I might start, punching in some numbers in December. You never know. But I'm gonna knock until they give us the code. I know somebody who can give us the code. If you're a member, you know exactly who I am talking about. We have Elizabeth Lassiter. She said, "Facts, honey, facts." So we got Miss Peace Angel. Hey, Miss Peace. She says, let me scroll up. She says, Martin, just damn, sit your high tail down. Don't he got a high booty? And think about the fact that you keep losing your stuff and making rash decisions. Boy, stop it. Yeah, he be getting on my nerves. Martin be so roller coaster. I don't know how in the world Smitty can deal with his attitude because Martin just be doing too much, honey. Peace also says, I don't like the way these people just keep busting up in somebody's house, bringing all the disrespectful smoke, having the last word and then strolling like out like they were entitled to do that shit. What are the gates for? No door locks, no ball bats to knock them sideways, right, girl? Ain't nothing. That's why I bang on the door. I'm respectful. I knock. I don't just walk in, honey. I just knock. I ain't like everybody else. I'm respectful. Eva is a savage. Tomas is a snake. Kay is a bootleg Disney princess. Not bootleg. They all need to grow up and get real. Am I the only one wishing that the poison vial would leak out of all over? Right. Haley's tatas and mess her up. Okay, never mind. Nope. I never thought about that, but that'll be a good fucking pivot, honey. Cause she love to keep them damn poison in her titas, honey. We got Tayson 215 as a Gen Xer. Hey Tayson, thank you. Welcome, honey. And yeah, to the Gen Xers. Gen Xers are in the house, my love. Thank you. Lightning Storm. Hey, Lightning, I ain't seen you in a while, my love. He says, everybody know I'm Team Eva, honey. Usually. But today, though Eva was clowning, Kat should have dragged her by her hair all the way up and down that house when she showed up at the door like that. Eva had no business coming up over there like that at all. Now, having said that, Kat needs to stop obsessing over Eva. I agree. And they are finally, I think, doing what I've been saying this whole time. Kat is more like Leslie. You have been saying that, you and James. And I still think that Kat is Leslie's daughter, not Eva. That they were switched at birth. Yeah, I remember you saying that, and James has been saying that too. James chimes in and says and agrees. Brother Storm, I've been saying that Eva is Nicole's biological daughter and Kat belongs to Leslie. Ted has already claimed both of his daughters. Nicole should do the same when it's revealed that Eva is her biological daughter. That would be great if they did that during Christmas time. Crossing my fingers that such is the case and realizing I should get out of the nail clippers. Nails getting a bit long and raggedy. Dr. Carlton's and Nicole Fitzgerald and Dr. Ted Richardson and whomever he manages to snag should give both Eva and Kat the adoration they deserve. It's going to be something else, honey. I feel like that they do need to reveal that Eva is definitely Nicole's daughter. Kat is going to be mad with the world. Do you hear me? That bitch is going to be hot with everybody. But how can she can be mad with Eve with Ted and with Nicole if they didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, she's gonna be upset. She's gonna be so upset. We have Jasmine Williams. She says I agree, and I think that Kat is Leslie Spawn. Yeah, but Eva can come face Cat and stand her ground after the sideshow at the hospital. I don't blame her. As for Cat, she continues to prove even post orgasm that she's still selfish, entitled, and vindictive petty brat. Blood is thicker than mud. Eva's biggest mistake is continuing to enable her cycle mammy. Girl, you said a mouthful. We have Kel underscore S. She says, "Oh my God, I love the family affair." I did the same thing. I would pretend Buffy and Jody were my siblings, and I was talking to my friend about that the other day. That's funny, girl. Yes, honey. I love me some family affair. I used to love them, and that damn Uncle Brian, honey. That Brian, well, his name was Brian Keith, but I can't remember what they called him on the show. He was fine, honey. He was fine. Kelly, oh, you a Taurus too? Girls, shut your mouth. I told you we be twinning, girl. We be twinning and an extra girl. Three times the charm. We watched the family affair. You a Taurus. I'm May 3rd. And you an extra. I love it. I definitely do love it. Kelly also says, what if it turns out that Kat's not Ted's biological daughter, but Eva is? Just a thought. Mm. Jasmine says, I think that bratty little kitty cat is definitely Leslie Spawn. You think them? Oh, that because wasn't didn't was I wonder was Nicole artificially inseminated when she got pregnant with with Cat? Because I know she had a lot of miscarriages. Child, what if they used the wrong sperm? Oh my God! And it was Carlton because he was in medical school and he was trying to make money in his Carlton's. Jesus. That's too much. Oh, my brain, my brain, my brain. Tiffy F. Hey, Tiffy F. She says, blessed to be a Gen Xer. Hey, boo. Yeah. Gen X in the house, honey. Wow. That just made my brain melt. We had Addicted to Love 57. Hey, Addicted to Love says, Kat needs to drop Tomas. I agree with her having an issue with Tomas defending Eva. Teach Jazz says, there goes Tomas defending Eva again, honey. Instead of supporting Kat, even though Kat can be a piece of work, I feel bad for her that she seems to have no one in her corner. Her instincts proved her to be correct and about Eva, and yes, and still they won't support her. Dump Tomas. We should do a hashtag dump Tomas. Concentrate on the purse line and someone else will come along. Maybe she can even hook up with Allison's pretend husband. Child, Chelsea did that already. Ooh, that was so embarrassing. I feel sorry for her. That girl paid for an escort. Jeez Louise. Yikes. Uh, to be that girl's husband. And she slept. Tiffy also says he does kinda, as the kids say, cape for her. A little too hard for me. Yeah, he does. He really does. Does that mean like always trying to save her, like super? Excuse me if I hit the microphone. Superman cape or something like that. Weirdo, weirdo, weirdo. We also have, let's see. All right, Addicted to Love. She says, honey, she is an Xer as well. She is. And so she also says, Eva needed to be monkey stomped for walking into Chelsea Cat guest house. But then again, she is her mother's child. Crazy is in her DNA, honey. Cat should just let Eva have Ted's lion ass and change her last name to Dupree. Girl, what if they found out that that damn Eva is a true Dupree and Cat's not? Jesus. Whew. Mm-mm-mm. My girl sent, she says, one of our members, she says, I'm okay with both sweet potato, okay, and pumpkin pie. I had a coworker who didn't like pumpkin pie, and I made him one, and he was like, wow, you can barely taste the difference. Okay, well, maybe I need somebody like Scent to make me a pumpkin pie. Yeah, but I love me some damn sweet potato pie. Oh, gotta be right though. My ex-husband thought he was such a damn baker. He would want to make sweet potato pie, and it would be too heavy. He would put lard in it. I'm like, why would you put some thick ass lard? I mean, maybe I don't know, y'all. but I didn't eat it. I didn't like it. It wasn't good. Mm-mm. We have James. He responded and says, "Sin, sis, I need to remind you because I think this very special subject came up here before. You have not eaten pie until you've eaten bean pie. Yeah, you mentioned that. Find yourself a brother who's in the Nation of Islam. Inquire as to where you might acquire a slice of the pie perfection. Your first bite at the confection will send you to paradise, possibly to Weight Watchers if you you ain't too careful. I remember James mentioned that. Sin says, yes, I've had bean pie before. My husband and I went to one of our favorite restaurants and we brought one, and my husband even liked it. He's not really into pies, but giving him a German chocolate or hummingbird cake, and he's good. I used to hear about them hummingbird cakes. They're really good. James says, hummingbird cake? Never heard of it. James, you ain't never heard of hummingbird cake? Honey, you got to be in the South to do that. Never heard of it, but I'm going to have to flutter my wings and set my beak to give it a try. You need to. You really do need to. You definitely need to. I love me a good caramel cake. There's a restaurant here that's in North Carolina. It's called what's the name of that damn place? And it's called Maxie B's. It's so good. I mean, they have every homemade cake you can think of. When we had the panda, you know, the panda, um, they had people stand outside. You know, they would used to let people two at a time come in. And when I tell you that line was reaching to heaven just to get in there. It was so good, and it's like an hour and a half from my house, and I would drive up there sometimes. But I think we since then they've had like cupcake place that I like to go to. That's here where I live, so I go there and get me like a caramel cupcake or a strawberry cupcake with vanilla icing, like different things. They normally serve like different cupcakes at their restaurant. I need to go get one today. Well, now that come, okay, I'm gonna do that today. Cynthia says, "I'm okay." Okay, we've already seen that. Sometimes, like I said, YouTube will double the comments. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Let me scroll down and see. Sin says she's a boomer. She's a boomer. And she also says, not Haley is putting drops in Bill's food. I think she's gonna be greedy. Like Randy already told her to be careful. Be careful with that shit. I think she's gonna get greedy. She's gonna want off him quicker than normal and try to get with Isaiah. If she's smart, she should take her time with it so she won't have to leave Isaiah because Isaiah just came there. He's not gonna just up and leave and go with her to some island with $10 million. No. Girl, take your time killing that man. We know Bill ain't going nowhere. We got Miss Pearly Cole, 9546. Hey, Miss Pearly, she says, Caroline is as clueless as a flea in a liquor store. She's not seeing anything or picking up on clues when it comes to Haley lurking around Bill's office. James, like, oh, Caroline is so beautiful. She needs a love interest. She is a pretty girl. She's such a cutie pie. Cynthia also says, I love the conversation that June had with Samantha. She tried to see if she could persuade June to stay with her, and June would let her have her way. Either if she could have stayed with her mom. No. And isn't June staying in a damn shelter? You know, Samantha is like spoiled. She would be like, ew. It's better if they let if they let June move over there and stay with them at the Red Door, I feel. I think they will let her do it. I think that they're going to let her move in with them. I think it's best so that Samantha can have her mom there. Sin also says, I like Kat, but she's been selfish. Yeah, she is. She really has. But I was really like kind of surprised, but I'm glad to see that her and Eva will be sitting down and having a table. You know, table talk at Uptown. They're gonna be reading each other, but hopefully that does turn around to something good. Pearlie says Ted has played a big part in making Kat resentful. Yeah, he has basically attached to Eva at his hip while spending no time with Kat. I agree. Me and Cynthia agree with Miss Pearlie Cole 100,000%, honey. We have Alicia 8857. Hey Alicia, welcome, my love. She's like, I know, right? Like, June is young enough to be my daughter, granddaughter, and even I was thinking treehouse. Treehouse. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? And I grew up in the DMV. Me too, girl. I was ain't no fucking tree houses in no damn DMV. She would talk like she was from the 1950s. Sat up there in that old chair, Miss Seeley, and you done came. Yeah, I'm like, oh, girl, talk like you from DC, girl. Don't nobody got no DC accents on this damn. They need to go in and hire me so that I can have them know what. Although I have a live in DC since I was 18, because I stayed here after I graduated from college. I'm in Carolinas, but I still have a DC accent. It's there. I say mother, father. Um, it's certain things that I say I can hear my DC accent, and I can hear it. Anybody from Maryland, yeah, I say Maryland, Virginia. Anybody from Maryland and Virginia, I can hear it because it's a certain way that we say things, and I can hear it. I pick it up just like that. And then you got to prove, if you say you're from DC, and people like, what part? Because people be claiming they from DC and they be living in Maryland. So I'd be like Northeast. Yeah, so South. I was in Southeast. No, was it Northeast DC. So Blaze, hey Blaze, he says y'all with this Team Cat just as evil. I don't get it. Cause I'm disappointed in her. MB 1969 MB says Eva has been manipulative and deceitful from day one. She also let Leslie know that her dad was drunk in that hotel. Yeah, she leads her mother right to the damn slaughter. She really does. I ain't forgot. Also, college educated Cat is spoiled. I don't think Leslie is Cat's mom, but I do question Ted's paternity with Eva. Really? Okay. Pearlie says if Sneaky was a person, her name would be Eva. I can't understand how anyone would ride with her. Cat is brash, but she's standing on business when it comes to protecting what's left for her family, which is basically her mom at this point. And so Miss Pearlie agrees with MB, and here we go with Blaze, baby. Blaze finna come back. My Blaze says, Miss Pat, it doesn't matter. Ted is still her dad. It's not just Kat's dad. How is it so hard to understand? She's just as evil. She is no better. Talking about protecting her family, the same one that was willing to destroy her daddy's company because Eva was working there after she left. Blaze also says, and I'm not going to win this argument. Of course, Eva is going to ride for her mom. That's all she's known for the last 20 something years. Ted just started telling her to call him dad. She just found out 6 months ago. But he didn't even know that she existed. I'm loving this conversation. James says, hey Blaze, I have been engaged in a friendly debate with a knowledgeable brother from another channel about this very subject. He knows his stuff. I hope he finds us over here. He is a rascal. Okay. At one time, when I was 100% Team Eva. Okay. Today, I'm 85% Team Cat. Oh, okay. Eva was manipulated by Leslie to be a weapon of destruction. Mission accomplished. To Eva's regret, she was instrumental in the eventual divorce of two people who had never wronged her, but supported her and were even beginning to love her. Kat fought hard to defend and protect her parents and failed. Kat fought hard to avenge her parents by getting Leslie arrested for her many crimes. Instead, Instead, Leslie is a free woman flaunting her newfound wealth thanks to Kat's grandmother in her faces as Kat's family. In the faces of Kat's family, Kat has been matching Eva's energy. If Kat is evil, why is she so sweet to Laura? Hmm. And who is the rascal from another channel? I would love to know who that is. Uh, James, who was that? You said that we have a friendly debate with a knowledgeable brother from another channel about this very subject. He knows his stuff. I I hope he finds us over here. He is a rascal. Okay. All right, let me know who that is, baby. James also says, good point at Blaze about Kat putting her father's company at risk just to strike at Eva. They've both done their dirt. They have. Blaze says, yeah, they just love to call Eva out when Kat's the same way. They're twins. Y'all know they twins. That's why Leslie chooses to have Eva's birthday 2 days prior to cats. Is it the same? Is it like a day before? Or it's 2 days? I can't remember, but it's close. Blaze also says, James, some women just don't like other women because they feel like she's a threat. And Chantal says that exactly. Yeah, you know what? Y'all better talk. I love it. I just love it. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy that damn fight, honey. I love it though. I love it. That's why I said at the beginning of this video that we have healthy debates, and I love it. I do love it. Michael Parm says that he is a boomer. Y'all, again, I'm in bed, y'all. So y'all gonna hear the damn cook curtains just rocking and a rolling. He says he's a boomer. Grew up in the rotary phones. I remember that. Black and white TVs. I remember that until '69. No seat belts. Right. In cars, polio vaccines, worried about an atomic attack, and going to an all black elementary, junior high, and high school. Right. All of that I remember. And I was born in '71. But I don't remember. Do I remember? I remember the seatbelts being in the car, but I don't remember I remember that you didn't have to do it because at one point when my sister was little, my sister was very attached to my mom. So I remember me sitting in the back seat holding my sister. I don't think we had car seats. I don't remember that. Anyway, my sister was so crying, to be with my mom. My mom said, "Come on, let her sit up here." My mom would drive and have my baby sister in her lap while I sit in the back seat, or was I in the front seat? Now I remember I was like 8 or 9. I don't even think I sat in the back seat. It was more front, and I don't remember putting on a seatbelt. And my sister wanted my mom so bad, so my mom would sit my baby sister in her lap while she was driving. I remember that. I remember that shit just as clear as day. And my sister still had a really tight relationship with my mom, even when she passed. And, we both still have our issues with, her not being here. But yeah, it's funny how I remember all of that stuff. James says, putting a quarter or two in the public payphone. Just for the privilege of putting my mouth next to the mouthpiece somebody else probably slobbered all over, and my ear against the receiver that was probably caked with dirt and earwax. Ah, the good old days. Like I said, those were the days. We have S. Parker says all of this, honey. She says, but my Gen X immune system is strong, right, honey? It is strong. James says, so happy to see that immune system is so strong with you, Rascal, because the struggle is real. That is so funny. Okay. Crystal says, Shar or anyone else reading this post, please tell me. Okay. This was so funny. This was so funny. She said, please tell me that CBS on the next time on Beyond the Gates for 11/11's episode. She says, I watched on my TV and then watched it on Paramount Plus. I even listened to your recap and you didn't mention it. I did not see a preview today. My friend swears that there was one on today's episode that she thought that she saw Tomas getting in bed with Eva again. But they only showed previews on Friday, right? Yeah, I already mentioned that in one of my last video audios. Like Jasmine, girl, I'm sorry, Crystal, no. Um, she said her friend is loopy. She said her friend is real damn loopy. I think I told her, yeah, like MB told her there was an old preview. That was an old preview that had already aired. Cynthia said it. She said I had to play the preview back as well several times. It was an old preview. Sometimes they do that, which is annoying. Um, they showed old previews with the articulates, Danny going off, but Eva and Tomas was in a bed scene at the hotel. This was before Eva had moved back to the rat trap. So yeah, Eva's garden to Ash can have Tomas. Yeah, she calls her a garden to ass. Ho. Cat can do much better. Yeah. But yeah, that was that. You tell your friend Crystal it's okay. She all right. She be good. Uh, so Crystal was like, "Oh, so it was the old episode. Thank you." She did mention the articulates were part of it too. I just didn't see it, so I was wondering if my old friend was hallucinating. She said, "Yeah, your friend was right, but I just don't like when they put those old excerpts. That's so confusing." Yeah, so that was all from episode 169. Yeah, that friend thought that Tomas had got back in bed with that damn Eva. Nah, he didn't. And his peen can't do nothing right now anyway. It's still broken, quote unquote. All right, we're on episode 170 with Danny's surprised look on her face. That was my thumbnail. So let's see what you guys are saying. We have S Parker 7768. She says, Leslie and Eva like every moment desperately trying to prove they belong, quote unquote. Thus proving they don't. They really don't belong, honey. They don't belong. James says, almost a full week without a glimpse of Joey Bar Sinister and Vanasty, and it has been great. BTG should make a habit of this. People, I think people would rather see them than Ashley and Derek. I mean, we won't see them no more, but yeah, I think that people would rather see Joey and Vanessa than Ashley and Derek. NM985. Wait a minute, did I skip one? No, NM985 says, if I were Kat, I would not want a relationship with Eva either at this point. She and Leslie helped blow up their family and Ted too. Love you, Kat. Yeah, they both have their wrongs, but yeah. NB also says, Auntie, that's the oh yeah, this is the tipsy recap. This tipsy recap sounded like a pearl struggle, girl. I didn't know that them damn desserts was gonna hit me like that, girl. Crystal says, thanks, Shar. That's exactly what she saw. Yes, you're right. It was an old clip. Okay, okay. Okay, all right. That was Crystal responded to me because I think that I had responded to her in that video. Linda Washington says Eva could have stopped everything before that anniversary party, but she did not. Ted need to leave it alone. Yeah, I do agree. I think he needs to leave it alone and let them work it out on their own. He is the only one in town that has mercy for Eva and Leslie. Oh, and Tomas. Elizabeth Lassiter, she says, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, Naomi seems hormonal as hell. What y'all think? Is she actually pregnant? Maybe she got the wrong results or something. Cause I really don't get why she's moving like this. Yeah, it's just out the blue. It's like really like out the blue, you know? All right, okay. Let's see. Everyday People says, Auntie, I've had a trying and busy morning. Oh, and I've been listening to you and it helps make me laugh. Oh, and wanted to scream. You are a blessing to me today. Oh, bless your heart, girl. I mean, that's what I'm here to do. I'm trying to help y'all forget about this what the fuck's going on, girl. You are more than welcome. You are more than welcome, honey. I hope I can make your day as much as I'm gonna have to do a tipsy recap once a week. How about that? I love me some damn fireballs. Could I have it? I could have had a tipsy recap last night, but I had to drive too far back home. I had to drive too far back home. But because again, I didn't think that it had bourbon in it, and I didn't think it was gonna have me leaning to the left, honey. Slide to the left, girl. I was feeling like that, like that. But I might have to do that, girl. Cause just know if y'all have a damn tipsy recap, ain't no pictures gonna be on that damn episode. Nan, ain't nan. So we have Elizabeth Lassiter. Oh, she got a big one to say on here. She's like, I don't like how Ted and Naomi moving, honey. Next time we see Naomi, she better be in therapy getting to the root of her problem. The way she's projecting her feelings onto Ashley and got all this smoke for Derek. When low key, your girl Ashley was gaslighting Derek by lying, saying she was choosing him over Andre, proposed to him knowing she ain't want to get married. That made him fear what his goofy ass already knew. She's staying with me out of this pity. So she don't let her know I can feel my legs. Naomi, so in her unresolved issue, she can't tell Ashley the truth. Y'all both was wrong, lying to each other. Ted, I'm gonna need you to stop dismissing Kat's feelings. Was she wrong in the beginning for how she was trying to warn everybody about Eva? Yes, but the feelings were valid, and it turned out to be fucking true. Kat tried to offer a olive branch, but Eva she sure did, took a dump on it when not only did she sleep with Tomas and rubbed it in Kat's face, Ted not once confronted Eva on any of this. Oh, you better break that down. Even the latest with Eva bringing confrontation and going to Kat after leaving the hospital. I need Ted to step up and be a real parent. Let them both know he's not tolerating that shit. You better say that. I forgot. She did. Kat did try to come over there and give her that purse. She sure did. And then when she saw that Tomas was there, she's, oh, he liked me better than you. Yes. I forgot about that. You are so right. You are so right, Elizabeth. Thank you for clearing that up, girl. You said a mouthful and so much more. Thank you, boo. We have Pearly Cole. She says, how do Leslie expect to be Ted's woman when she hates Cass? How do that work? You're obsessed with that man, but can't stand his daughter and his wife, his ex-wife, the whole family. You just think you're just gonna go, girl, and just be like, we are family. I understand you dream girl. I mean, Leslie, oh yeah, yeah, it just got on my nerves. We got everyday people. She says, Auntie girl, I'm really enjoying your tipsy commentary. I agree with you on everything you had to say. Thank you, boo. We have Elizabeth Lassiter. She says, well, no, I already read that. I already read that. I already read that. She says, here's a little tip for you for you keep. I'm gonna definitely do that more, cause girl, yeah, I had that shit had me. I was like, okay, we doing that. Why am I feeling like these words is like blending together on this damn TV? Oh my god. All right, we have MB 1969. MB says, "Hey, beautiful auntie, enjoyed your recap as usual. Derek should have asked about his fireman friends to move his stuff from the beginning in pronto. I really don't like these old previews at the beginning. It's so annoying and confusing. It is. They must got. I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna look at the credits when I at the end when I be watching this shit, because whoever be directing this shit, y'all need another director, because it's like, or producer, whoever it is putting this shit together. Y'all is trash. I mean, this past Friday y'all did good by showing what's gonna happen next week, but don't be doing that on Monday. It's like, come on, y'all. We got Blake Rogers. Hey, Blake. Blake says, I wish Naomi would take a long leave of absence or work, or on a big case off screen, out of town, somewhere, and take her bestie Ashley with her. Nothing against the actress, but I could use a break from her character. She's stressful. Somebody mentioned that she might be hormonal, and that's why she's acting different out of the blue. Out of the blue, honey, just out of the blue. And we got my girl Teacher Jazz. She said, "Girl, I was expecting your tipsy self to mix up Ashley and Jen, but you did good, Auntie. My Bellini glass is still full." Look. I almost did. I almost did, because y'all don't know, Ashley's name is really Jen in real life. I don't know why they just didn't do that. And Derek's name is Ben, so Ben and Jen. How about that? Their real names are Ben and Jen. We have Miss Welder. She says, I didn't think that they were going to do the photo shoot either, because on the Bold and the Beautiful, they have not mentioned Danny coming at all. Oh, and if she's going there, they would have talked about her already. I thought that was weird. Okay, thank you for that, Miss Welder. Okay, thank you for that, my love. Teach Jazz says, I'm so glad that Mona did not co-sign on to the renewed friendship with Leslie. Right, Jan is all up in Leslie's stuff. I believe she has an ulterior motive. I think so. I think she wants to use her richness. She wants to use her money. That's what I feel. To get some of that coin. Little does she know it's about to run out, because Leslie is spreading herself and her money very thin. Because I don't think that Leslie has an accountant. I really don't think that that bitch has an accountant. If y'all heard any moving, it's me trying to move my phone over, because this damn iPhone 3 be getting hot as hell. I'm like, why you be getting hot so fast, honey? Yeah, be getting hot. So I'm gonna probably do 2 episodes on this recap, and then I'm gonna do the last two on the other recap, because it was only like four last week. Yeah, it was only four, so I'll do two and two. So yeah, yeah, she's gonna run out. I see that. Like I said, that damn bill said it just as clear. She got new money, and she's gonna lose it all because it's new money to her. And then she's wanting to write checks because the Dupree, because she can. She was wanting to be on the levels of the Duprees, but she hates them. Somebody said that, like, she tries to act like them, but she calls them bougie asses. So yeah, I don't know. I don't like how she's moving. I love her so much. When I tell y'all, when I was on camera doing her these damn recaps 100+ episodes ago, I love me some Trisha Mann Grant. I loved her, still do. But I don't like that this buffoonery that they got her acting. It's just disappointing. We have Jasmine Williams. She says, damn, Derek is still crippled and those twits are putting his stuff to the curb. At least he wasn't emotionally cheating. True, true. You right, Jazz, you right. She says, I can't stand Cat. Her nasty attitude makes her ugly ass as scent spraying as her scent spraying mother. I can see why Ted ran to Leslie for a breath of fresh air. I digress. As for Tomato Mess, he caused that by telling Eva that he and the brat broke up. Eva stopped him twice. I blame Turkey Tail for that whole mess. Ted tried to have a rational conversation while Kat was just you reasonable, you're responsible. Even Chelsea has told her she's acting extra. Looking forward to her commupence. I cannot wait for that too. Um, Jasmine also says, I'm no fan of useless waste of airspace. That is the Wonder Brit twins. See, I just mentioned that. But even meathead Derek is better off without the insipid rubber lip. Ashley will no doubt pitch a jealous hissy fit and contort her plastic lips into all kinds of snarky contortions when she sees Derek at Uptown with his new boo, because now she's giving like a little bit of energy that she wants him back or she feels bad. She think Derek is around there with the slouch, and he sad because he's the girl. Derek was tonguing down another woman in your box. Shit. Jasmine says Ted is right to want a relationship with both daughters. I agree. He's a good. I mean, overall, I feel like he's a good, decent dad. I don't know why he's just not trying to spend much time with Kat. I think he feels like Kat pushed him away, and he's really trying to overcompensate for lost time for Eva. So I don't know. James says insisting his daughters establish a healthy, loving relationship with each other is the best move Ted has made since before the fateful party. It would be another very poor creative decision if it's later revealed that these two young girls don't share the same father and aren't sisters at all. Viewers of BTG opine open about which character tandems have or do not have chemistry with each other. Kat and Eva have strong chemistry and would have great sister energy. As Madison and Chelsea grow closer, Kat is going to need a new partner in an adventure. And what better partner would it be to have her sister Eva? Okay, all right. That's a good thought. Um, Jasmine responds to James and says, "Yeah, that would be great and soapy, but pigs might be flying first." Ooh, Jasmine also says, Naomi is projecting her nonsense into Derek and treating him like a pariah. How dare she? What a nasty bitch she is. She is. I don't like it. It just seemed like it just came all of a sudden. And like they said, she's been hormonal. We have Deja Smith. Hey Deja. She says, hype the video. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you hype the video. And if you can, hype it up, baby. Hype it up. I don't think, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my love. We have Miss Carolyn McWilson. She says, yes, Naomi can't because she's a liar too. Okay. I mean, Carolyn also says, I believe they would give Derek another love interest. Of course, that wound up being true. Because Cheryl, I think that was her name, Cheryl, she was tonguing the shit out of him. Miss Carolyn also says, I feel like Naomi is pushing her thoughts and feelings onto Ashley. She is. Blake did agree. She absolutely is. Carolyn also says, can Ted be serious? He sounds deluded. Ted, I don't know. He said he's trying to be positive. He's trying to see the bright side of the coin, honey. I don't know. She also says, I hope Ted was listening to Kat when she was talking to him. I pray that Ted will wake up. Miss Pearlie says, I think Ted and Eva's relationship will have problems at some point. Kat is intuitive. She's been right about things all along. She really has. She really has. As Parker says, he didn't even comment regarding trashy Eva sleeping with Kat's boyfriend. Right. He was looking like, I was like, man, come on now. The girl said that girl slept. on purpose. And he looked like he didn't know. So I'm waiting for him to get in Eva's presence to see if he's gonna actually mention that she slept with Tomas. So Michael Parm, hey Mr. Parms, he says, Shar, while I love Beyond the Gates and I believe they could possibly win maybe one or two daytime enemies, pretty sure, but they will not sweep the awards in 2026. Nominees will likely be Carla Mosley, Trisha Mann Grant, Timon Durrett, Best Writing Team, and Best Director. You gonna give me $1 million when they sweep? You gonna give me $1 million, Michael? I always see the bright side of the coin, Mike. Right now. You like to fuss with me. You be sending me a lot of emails. I thought we was friends, Mike. Mr. Parms. I'm gonna start calling you Mr. Parms until you start treating me right. I'm just kidding with you. Thank you, Michael, as always. I adore you. Thank you so much. We have Miss Carolyn. She says, Anita sounds like she knows something. Yeah, Anita ain't dumb. She ain't stupid. We got Miss Carolyn. She also says Naomi is still doing the fucking most, right? Tiffy F says, "Oh my God, you are so right. She gets on my damn nerves." We got Jasmine. She says, I'm so okay. Hold on for a second. Child, I hit the damn minimize key. Had my whole damn window go down. Lost my spot, but I'm back. Jasmine says, I'm so over Naomi and her projecting her Jacob baby problems. You would think Ashley walked in on Derek and Shanice in the sheets. Ashley was the one lying and emotionally cheating after she proposed to him. Right, she proposed to him. Ninny Naomi will be as single as her boiled chicken pal soon. I will be down for Jacob and Eva. Jacob and Eva? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, Jacob and Eva. I think it's gonna be Isaiah, but Jacob is gonna get either. I think somebody wants Jacob to be with June. Who was it? Is it James or Michael? Somebody wants June to get with Jacob. But I would like Jacob to be with who? Who did I say? I think it was Laura. I think it was Laura. I was like, maybe, but she's young though. She's real like immature. Jacob's gonna fuck around on that girl. He really is. He's gonna fuck around on nagging ass Naomi, getting on my nerves. Miss Carolyn says Leslie is creating a monster and Eva is eating it up. Yeah. Jasmine says, I don't think Eva will ever be Leslie, but I don't blame her for confronting Kat. I believe she should have confronted her. I just think that she should have waited. She shouldn't have came over to that girl's house like that. But well, it's a soap opera. Like she's supposed to do stuff out of the box, make it fun. You know what I'm saying? So we have Miss Pearlie. She says it is going to be something if Eva ends up not being Ted's biological daughter. He's investing so much in their relationship without even a DNA test, and that he took himself. Kat has a reason to be mad. Her family was broken up. Her boyfriend slept with. What has to be done to Eva? Absolutely nothing. She's sneaky and manipulative. Sin says, Cynthia Junkins, hey Sin, she says, well, I was thinking that Danny and Andre would make the trip, but once they got started with the photo shoot, he would freeze and say he can't go through with it. It's more, I mean, I'm going moving forward, to the next episode, but I don't think that it was what he says. I think he's lying. I don't think it had anything to do with him being afraid that Danny's career was going to be fucked up because he was in the picture. Nah. It's something else. It's something way before that. I don't believe him. I think he lied to her. Said was that damn chair that heavy? Yeah, the girls Naomi and Ashley couldn't lift up that damn nasty ass doo-doo brown chair. Talking about it was heavy. Girl, please. Cynthia also says, I still don't like the fact that everyone just walks in on Kat and Chelsea. Right. Just because that curtain is up at that damn door, everybody just feel like they can just walk in. Don't nobody knock. He talking about he knocked. Ted, you ain't fucking knocked. MB 1969 MB says ridiculous. Same. Yeah, me neither. I don't get it. Tiff says, do they even have a door as they come through the curtain? Right, I just said that. I don't even think they have a damn door, girl. I don't think they don't have no damn door. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload this one so I can have this up, so I can have something up today. So Love you guys. Again, thank y'all again, and I will see y'all in the next front porch. All right, love you.